Hello friends, and welcome back to Swiftlessons for another by request song tutorial. In today's session, I'm breaking down another beginner-friendly guitar tune in Sam Cooke's 1961 hit, Cupid. So this is really simple, just 4 chords and 1 strumming pattern all the way throughout. Now you can follow along using my chord sheet at patreon.com/swiftlessons, support the channel there, and gain access to a ton of extra resources for all my popular YouTube guitar lessons. Now let's get started with a full demonstration of the tune. I want you to see what you can figure out using your ear and your musical intuition, then you can jump into the instructional segments. Let's get started. 2, 3, 4.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness, for I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now, Cupid, if your arrow makes her love strong for me, I promise I will love her until eternity. I know between the two of us her heart we can steal. Help me if you will. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me, Cupid, don't you hear me calling you? I need you, Cupid, help me, I need you, Cupid, don't fail me.
Okay, close look at the fretboard, getting started with our intro section. We're in standard tuning, key of G major. Okay, so there's 2 different ways that we could play this intro. We could just strum some chords going back and forth between the chord G major and E minor. We call that a 1-6 change. And we could just apply a basic strumming pattern that we call the calypso pattern. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Repeat that twice through. To complete your intro section. Now, another thing that we could do that is just a little bit more fancy is playing the tune's bass line that we have in the intro section. That would sound like this. Okay, so for the G major chord, we're basically just doing an arpeggio. We have the 3rd fret of the low E string, a little pause, then going up to the 7th fret, then to the A string 5th fret, a D note. Okay, so 1, 3, 5. It's the 1st, the 3rd, and the 5th of the G major scale, a G major arpeggio. Okay, so one more time. There's a little bit of a pause in there, so you might want to slap the strings just to kind of give yourself a rhythmic cue. Okay, we can do a similar bass line for the E minor chord. Alright, so that was 0-3 on the low E string. and then to the 2nd fret of the A string, an E minor arpeggio. You put them together and we've got 3, 7, 5, 0, 3, 2.
Cupid.
Alright, if you can do that, then you're ready to move into the chorus section. Okay, very good everybody. You have the intro section down, and now you're ready to jump into the chorus section. Now this tune is built from what we call a 1-6-4-5 progression. And that means if we look at the G major scale, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, we pick out the 1st, the 6th, the 4th, and the 5th notes of the scale. There's the bass line, that's G, E, C, D. Those notes can be converted to chordal form, G major, E minor, C major, and in the case for this tune, D7 or D dominant 7. So there's the main chord progression for the entire tune. G, E minor, C, and D7. Okay, now we're going to be using different combinations of those chords to create this chorus section. Okay, following along using my chord sheet at patreon.com/swiftlessons. I'm going to put it up on the screen, but you can print that out by becoming a member on that platform. Okay, so we're getting started with the G major chord, 3rd fret low E string, 2nd fret A, and the pinky on the 3rd fret high E string. We're going to be transitioning to the E minor chord, just grabbing the 2nd fret A, 2nd fret D, strumming from E to E. We're going to go back to the G major chord, and then transition to the C major chord. 3rd fret A string, 2nd fret D string, 1st fret B string. Okay, you put that together and we have
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go.
Alright, now let's apply the only strumming pattern that we're going to need throughout the song, that calypso pattern. So we have down, down, up, up, down, up, E minor, back to G, and to the C. Okay, for those of you who are a little bit more advanced, you might want to try grabbing the root note of each chord for beat number 1. So bass, down, up, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up, C, down, up, down, up. Okay, now moving on to line number 2, we're gonna have
Straight to my lover's heart for me.
D7
For me.
Alright, so that was very simple. We're just applying the exact same strumming techniques. We have the G major chord, bass, down, up, down, up. Now we're going to D dominant 7, 2nd fret G string, 1st fret B, and the 2nd fret high E string. Bass, down, up, down, up. Notice how I follow the bass note with each chord. Alright, back to the G chord. And then back to the D7 chord. Okay. Now you put those two lines together and you essentially have the chorus section. We just need to repeat it twice with different lyrics. So the G major chord.
Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go.
The G chord.
Straight to my lover's heart.
G.
For me.
D7.
For me.
Okay, now we're essentially going to repeat the exact same thing verbatim, just with different lyrics, but there is going to be one little change at the end of the second half of the chorus. So we start off with the G chord.
Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly.
The G chord.
Straight to D7, my lover's heart.
Alright, now we're going to change it up. We're going to go to the 4 chord, C,
Me.
and then to the G. Okay, very good everybody. Let's see if we can put everything we learned together now. We're going to play through the entire chorus section at a nice slow tempo. See if you can play along. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and
Cupid,
D7, and G.
Cupid, E minor, please hear my cry, and lend your arrow fly.
The G chord, straight to D7, for C and G. Okay, very well done everybody. If you can play through that entire chorus, then you're ready to move on to the verse section. Okay, very well done everybody. You have the intro and the chorus sections complete. Now you just need to learn a very simple verse section. We're going to be mixing up the same exact chords and using that calypso strumming pattern once again. It's going to start off with the G major chord. You're going to have that for one measure or one round of the strumming pattern. Then you're on to the 5 chord D7 for 2 measures or 2 rounds of the strumming pattern. Then we're back to the G major chord for 2 measures. Then on to the 4 chord C major for 1 measure. Back to the 5 chord D7 for a measure. And then back to G major for 1 measure. You put all that together and add in the element of that calypso strumming pattern, and we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness.
The G chord repeats.
For I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So, Cupid.
Alright, if you can play that, then it's just going to take you right into the chorus once again. And you've basically learned the entire song, because after that, we're going to have another verse, which is played verbatim, exactly like the first verse. Alright, then we're on to another chorus, played exactly like your previous choruses. And then the only other thing you need to look at is the coda section, which is basically just a reprise of the intro section, going back and forth between the G major chord and the E minor. But you're going to want to strum this section. Alright, and singing.
Cupid, don't you hear me calling you? I need you.
Gotta go high here.
Cupid, help me, I need you.
Alright, and then at this point, the tune's gonna fade out. So, I suggest doing a retardando, slowing down for dramatic effect. Congratulations everybody, you're ready to perform. Alright friends, thanks so much for checking out this Sam Cooke lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And let me know if there's any other Sam Cooke songs you'd like for me to break down next. As always, big thanks to my supporters at patreon.com/Swiftlessons. I hope you're enjoying all those extra resources. And thanks to you guys, I got many more lessons coming up. So keep checking in. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia, saying happy picking.